the morning after, and there will be a new president of the United States. Donald Trump is returning to the White House as the 47th president. For reaction, we turn to somebody who knows us very well up here, as he was the U.S. ambassador to Canada under Barack Obama. Great to have Bruce Heyman back on Morning Live. Bruce, have to get your reaction to Trump returning to the White House.
Well, I have to say I'm surprised that the former president came through in the way he did. I mean, the numbers are resounding. So this is clearly a mandate. It's clearly the American people have spoken, and we have to respect the election. But most importantly, I think we have to sit down and address the issues that many Americans have been feeling. And I think the Trump campaign hit on those issues very clearly. They're very issues-based. Immigration and the issues at the southern border, inflation and the impact on various people. And then, you know, geopolitically, I think the issues around the world of the various wars that are taking place, American people seem to, you know, have a lot of anxiety about that. So putting all that together, the Republicans had a clean sweep, it appears. The Senate for sure, the presidency, and the House is teetering in that direction. So it may very well be he has a very strong mandate to put forth his agenda.
Where does this leave the Democratic Party? Looking at the results, Trump never won the popular vote in 2016, did not win the popular vote in 2020. He won the popular vote last night.
Yeah, I think the Democratic Party has a lot of reflecting to do. A bit of introspection, a bit of reevaluating its approach. And importantly, I think it's time to move to the next generation of leaders and have a thoughtful, rigorous debate about the future of the party. There was no doubt that Joe Biden was in trouble all throughout the early part of the year, and the Republicans were ahead. He made a decision to step away, but only 107 days did Kamala Harris have, you know, the ability to really pull this through. 107 days is clearly and demonstrates not enough to compete against somebody who's been working at this for 4 years. So the Democrats are going to have to reboot and figure it out. They will. It'll happen, and you know, it's going to be. It's going to be a while before they actually get it all together, I think. But look, you got to brush yourself off. You got to step forward and, you know, take another day.
What does this mean? You know us up here. You spent time up here. What does this mean for us Canadians? Trump going back to the White House for a second time.
So there are several things it means. It means that you're going to have a president that's very transactional. That, you know, he's going to draw some pretty hard lines in the sand as to, you know, don't cross these lines. He's going to have some very specific expectations of not only Canada, but allies around the world. There's no doubt in my mind there are going to be tariffs. He's going to put them on. How broad-based they are, we'll see. But there are going to be tariffs, and it will impact Canada. The NAFTA agreement is probably going to have to be re-looked at very significantly. You've done that before, but you're probably going to have to do it again. Immigration and border issues will be a forefront of this next administration and could potentially impact Canada. There are a lot of things here that the Canadians are going to have to buckle up. And it's what I've been warning for a while. I said, this is your tsunami warning, Canada. You know, Donald Trump is saying all these things. I'm not trying to be hyperbolic. This is what he says he's going to do. And I think he's going to put forth now, given the mandate that he has, much of what he's campaigned on. Can
we end with positives? Are there any?
Oh, sure. There are always positives. I mean, you know, you take moments like this. Sometimes, you know, these broad shakeups take place. We're seeing it around the world, in fact. And I think in a post-pandemic world, there's been a lot of work that has been done historically as after pandemics, governments fall and change. I think that this is a time that, you know, I think we can re-look at everything and figure out, did we go too far on some things? And did we miss the broad majority of Americans or people around the world, since governments are changing around the world? I think, we all have to be reflective when things like this happen, and it's a time to take stock and adjust. And look, we're human beings. We have to be adaptable. It's not the end of the world. And I know I have a lot of bedwetting friends this morning, but look, it'll be okay. It'll be okay.
Thank you, Bruce. We needed that.
Yeah.
Fabulous perspective. That is Bruce Heyman, the former U.S. ambassador to Canada and currently the CEO of Power Sustainable. Talk to you soon.
Be well.